Guys, what can I say? It was an incredible co-main and main event. I absolutely enjoyed it. I was on the edge of my seat for both those fights. What can I say? Chimaev, in my opinion, won round 1 at 10-8. Round 2, guys, I'm going to be generous here. I'm going to give it to Usman, even though I thought it was very close. And watching it live, I gave it to Chimaev, but there was so much controversy. Let me appease you guys. Let me give Usman round 2. I don't give Usman round 3. Round 3, I give it to Chimaev. He had him on his back. He had Usman on his back for about 2 minutes plus. The striking exchange, I favored Usman, but not by so much that I'm going to give him the value of 2 minutes of top control, a takedown, top control. You know, maybe it wasn't the worst ground and pound, but there was a lot of positional control, positional dominance. We did a poll that night. A lot of people were saying it's not. No, Chimaev didn't win. Guys, Chimaev, in my opinion, he won the first round 10-8. That's 2 points. He's ahead 2 points. Usman would have to squeak out the last 2 rounds just to make it a draw. Just to make it a draw. And I know one judge, from what I understand, gave them a draw. I'm going to put a little poll here. I'm going to re-poll you guys. I polled you guys on Fight Night. And I would say 81% of you thought Chimaev won. I'm going to poll you guys because I'm getting emails. I'm getting messages. No, Chimaev didn't win. All right. Maybe Chimaev didn't win. Let's see what you guys have to say today in the chat room. All right, guys. I just started a poll. Give it to me. Let me know. Who won? Khamzat, Chimaev, or Usman? Guys, round 1 was a 10-8. How could you see it any other way? He had his back literally within 1 minute, and he maintained the back the entire round. Maybe he got off his back to gut wrench a little bit, then went right back on his back. He just it was almost a total of 4 minutes of back control with multiple submission attempts. Not the deepest subs I've ever seen, no, but there were still submission attempts. In my opinion, that's a clear 10-8. Second round was close. I had Usman kind of winning, and then Chimaev stealing the round at the end. I'm not a big believer in, you just because you got to take down, you won the whole round. I hear you on that. I'm going to flip my second round. I'm going to give it to Usman. Let me be super generous. You're right. You shouldn't be able to just take a takedown and win the whole fight, win the whole round, excuse me. But in my opinion, the striking was still pretty heated. I know Chimaev broke his hand. Everybody's saying he broke his hand. Yes, I understand he broke his hand, but it's still pretty heated. Round 3, guys, I felt striking is important. Damage is important. It's the most important, but still, it wasn't that much damage. The control was superior. Guys, I'm doing only questions on this one fight right now. We're going to move to Volkanovski Makhachev after this. Please do not ask me any questions outside of this fight. I'm opening it up right now. I picked Wolf. I couldn't believe the way it ended. Well, what's so hard to believe? I mean, he won pretty dominantly. It was a draw. That's from Alim Haq. Well, let me go to the poll here. Let's see here. We have 63 votes and 81% say Khamzat. Opinion on Chimaev's cardio. That's from Ali. Ali, I'll tell you, it's suspect. I really think he's going to have a hard time with 5 rounds in his career when he starts doing title fights. And those are around the corner. That might be his next fight. If he fights Strickland, that's going to be a hard round 4. It's going to be a hard round 5, let me tell you. I think he's very genetically gifted in terms of explosiveness, but not so much in terms of endurance. Round 1, 10-8. Round 2 and 3, Usman. Ali Bahak has Usman for round 2 and round 3. And so that will make the fight a draw. I'll make in Alim Haq's. Look, I would tell you it wouldn't be the end of the world if you guys told me it was like if they called it a draw that night. I wouldn't freak out. Okay, I would not freak out. But Usman winning, out of the question. I mean, guys, I'm telling you, I think Chimaev won, and 82% of the poll so far is telling me Chimaev won. What do you think about Usman failing to escape the sub? That's from Mick Lee Liu. He escaped the sub. If he didn't escape the sub, he would have got tapped out. So he escaped the subs successfully. He was not submitted. There was only submission attempts in round 1. Several, maybe 2, 3, I would say, rear naked chokes, and he escaped them all. I think we need 2 more rounds. That's from M. Listen, if I was Usman, I heard he turned down a 5-rounder. I wouldn't have. That's crazy. He should have went for the 5-rounder. I know it was a short notice fight, but If I was fighting Chimaev, I would insist on 5 rounds. Salam, brother. Beautiful haircut, coach. That's from Somali Pirate. Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Aloha from Hawaii. That's from Michaela. Hello. Aloha back to you. Can't wait to visit Hawaii one day. I have not visited Hawaii yet. Is it his fighting style or just bad cardio? That's from Damien Cota. Look, he seems super fast twitch to me. Fast twitch muscles. It's genetic. You can convert some fast twitch to slow twitch and some slow twitch to fast, but it's very small potential there. Very small potential. When you're gifted with that much fast twitch muscle, you get a Khamzat Chimaev. More explosive, quicker, hard hitting, shoots doubles, gets in the legs, able to get the lift, but fast twitch muscle fibers carry less oxygen. So generally speaking, they will have less conditioning. He has less potential for cardiovascular, for endurance. He has less potential. So he has to work a lot harder just to have good regular cardio at that level of fighting, okay? Coach, working overtime. That's from Anthony, my boy. Yes, sir. Working overtime, my friend. Working overtime. I'm headed to Morocco tomorrow, guys. I'm teaching tomorrow during the day, and then at night I fly out to Morocco. Looking forward to hang out with my Moroccan buddies. Looking forward to seeing you all there. Billy Badass says, what's up for us? Thank you, sir. What's up, my friends? Coach, what do you think about Okay, well, I didn't see the press conference. His mental state not in camp. What do you suggest for him? What do you think about folks' press? I'm not aware. I didn't listen to his press conference. Thank you, Nasdaq. Very sweet of you. Very nice to hear that you visited us in 2016. It was a great pleasure. Guys, we're talking about Chimaev versus Usman. I guess the controversy ain't that controversial because we got 81% out of 161 people right now. 81% are saying the Khamzat won. Guys, I love Usman. I'm not trying to be prejudiced. I'm not trying to be biased here. I love the guy. Actually, I know him really, really well. Like, not really, really well, but I've gotten to train with him, like for me, like, when I train with somebody, usually I always pick them. This is one of the few times I didn't pick I didn't pick him. Okay. Because I just felt it was not going to happen, and I just felt that Chimaev is bigger naturally. And if this fight was at 170 in 5 rounds, I would pick Usman. No doubt. I would come out here and gotta tell you guys, Usman's going to put it on him. However, at 185, no. There is no draw option in the poll. That's from Good point. Very good point. How do I make such a mistake? You're right. I should have put an option for draw. My apologies. Next time I will put a draw. Definitely. Okay. Coach, early breakdown predicting Strickland versus Khamzat. I'm gonna have to go through their footage, but I'm not liking Khamzat's chance, to be honest with you. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think that it's gonna be tough, man. Because the thing is, look, when he had the back, he didn't seem to know how to sub. Okay, like, don't get me wrong, it's not easy to sub on the back. It's not that easy. It's difficult. I feel like he has a very good darce. I feel like he has like certain chokes that, because of his long arms and his incredible strength, he's gonna pull it off. However, I feel that Strickland's gonna prepare for those so that when they do scramble on the mat, he's gonna either, even if he gives up his back, he's gonna survive the round, and he's gonna push the pace. He's gonna know he has to push the pace, and eventually, I think he puts it on him. Justice for Khamzat. Absolutely disappointed, coach, in people, including the judges who scored draw. To the doubters, my boy Khamzat took Kamaru down. Kamaru is high-level wrestler and still couldn't defend. Levels smash everybody. That's from Shiz. Shiz, my boy. Shiz started to take over this podcast. Thank you, Shiz. You're a gentleman and a scholar. And I'll tell you, Shiz, you were right. You told us the wolf would win, and the wolf won. All right, guys. Now I'm going to close this poll. Well, actually, I don't need to close this poll. I'm going to redo the poll, including the draw option. All right, guys. What can I say? I'm going to do it. I'm going to end this poll. I'm going to do it right. We got to do things right. Start poll. Okay, who win? Who won? Who won? Who knows? Maybe most people think it was a draw. Maybe I'm completely crazy. Usman. Khamzat. Khamzat. Add option. Boom. Draw. Look how easy they make button pushing. I love it. I love when button pushing is easy. All right, here we go. The new poll. Now with the draw option, gentlemen. Go ahead. Go wild. Go crazy. All right, guys. Let's look at this poll now. Holy moly. You see, you got to do things right. You got to do things right. Who was it that told me redo it? Whoever that person was, you're a gentleman and a scholar. I was wrong. I was wrong not to put draw. 23%. Wow. Think it was a draw. Wow. Okay, what can I say? I'm going to rewatch the fight now just because of that. Guys, I watched the fight on Fight Pass. I paid for Fight Pass. Then they cut my feed. I paid for it again. They cut my feed. I paid for it 3 times. Then I checked my credit card. Let me check my credit card again. They didn't charge me at all. I don't know if it was because I've hung out with the guys from Fight Pass in England. We're talking about Fight Pass. Maybe they added my name. Maybe they're not charging me. Maybe they give me like a free account. I'm not even sure. Let me see. Because I saw that my credit card is not even charged. Yep. No, they did not charge me, guys. A lot of people are like freaking out. I thought I was going to write them an email after. I didn't get any email saying, hey, you purchased. So I thought that was weird. I went to check my credit card. No purchase. No purchase at all. So maybe it was a glitch. Maybe they hooked me up and I don't even know it. Maybe Paddy has a chance. That's from John James. Not now. Like Paddy needs a bunch more fights before he fights a Makhachev. Way more fights. Like he needs like 4 or 5 wins before he gets a Makhachev fight.